if you almost got saved, but it didn't happen because you were too busy playing instruments, stomping your feet, and trying to lay hands? What if we all came to the altar lifting our hands to give God praise, but he almost doesn't accept? What if heaven was almost your destiny? Realizing that your rituals and religious behaviors was the key to seeing those pearly gates. Allowing your gifts and talents to take you far, but not far enough. And yes, your gifts shall make room for you, but because your spirit of pride and I have arrived rose above God's will, you're left secluded in these four walls of church as usual. How typical. How would you feel? Probably disappointed, like the time you almost went to that person you knew you hurt to ask for forgiveness, but instead you went to witness, and then the rapture came. And where you almost went to heaven, but your actions were in vain, because almost doesn't count for anything. We all faithfully cry out to God, praying for deliverance, hoping those burdens will be knocked off our shoulders when we leave, but then wonder why we still leave the altar bound and in need, because remember, you almost gave God your whole heart, so he almost set you free. How would you feel if he denied your ability and ignored your existence? Or would it be any different from when you give God the cold shoulder when he's not in your interest? It's like you almost don't want to listen, because with God's word comes conviction. It's like you fear to face the truth. Okay, what if God didn't pull you out of that burning car or save you from that abusive relationship? What if he didn't deliver you from drugs or heal your scars, but he almost did? How would you react?
Jesus.
Would you do like him and forgive and move on, or would you do like flesh and die to his self-ability? Or have you already seen we continuously put God in a locked box when we have material joy and try to reopen it when we have voice this world can't feel? But how would you feel if God was almost gone and the box was permanently sealed?
My Lord.
You would probably go insane knowing that there's no point of return. Now let's just say we were given a chance to visit God in person, face to face. We're so happy it's amazing. But in the back of our minds, we think about all the sins that we committed and the commands that we broke, thinking that he would forget about all those things. Rampant and raging on what we imagined God to say, but we were sadly mistaken. We did so many untasteful things and left a raw taste on God's tongue. So what if God almost said medium rare instead of well done, my faithful servant? Medium rare instead of well done.
My God.
How would you feel? Now let's just say we were given a chance to visit God in person. Imagine almost seeing God's grace. He's looking at you out of the corner of his eye as if you were invisible, but he can't quite put his finger on who you are. But then he quickly turns away and says, I almost know your name, but do I know you? I almost know your name, but do I know you? Just imagine almost seeing God's grace.
Jesus.
What if God almost died on the cross and he almost rose again?
Jesus.
And wait, you don't have victory, but you almost win.
My God.
How would you feel? Now you can understand how almost isn't such a reliable term after all.